Hello everyone. What is DevOps? Everyone is asking about DevOps. DevOps is a combination of development and operations. It means developers who write the codes for the application are called dev team, and operation team who creates the infrastructure are called operations team. So DevOps will combine the development and the operation workflow. We will see the upcoming steps on the legacy software and the DevOps model. Legacy software delivery. Here in this picture, you can see developers 1, 2, and 3 belongs to the dev team. They create the application code, packages it, and pushes manually to the dev server. The role of the operation team is to create the infrastructure like setting up the server, installing the operating system, applying the latest patches, then fetches the newly received package manually and deploying into the web server that is actively running. Once the application is getting deployed, there is a manual notification given to the testing team so that they can perform the further testing activities. Here we have to note the build tools used by the developers are not common. There is a configuration mismatch during the environment setup. The tracking of the application packages is manual, might be this causes errors. So the communication between the team is limited and testing is performed once the communication is shared by the dev team and operations team. If you see in the previous section, legacy software delivery, there you can understand there is a lack of communication between the teams. So now we are going to see the some of the tools that are required to bridge this gap. So the first is the Git version control. It's a distributed version control system used by developers. It's a local tool. Developers can use it locally to pull or push or sync their code changes. GitHub is a cloud-based repository. We can able to host online repository where we can make use of storing our code, tracking changes. Jenkins is an open source automation server. We can use it to integrate with multiple tools like Git, GitLab, Kubernetes, OpenShift, and a number of tools. SonarQube. SonarQube is a code quality analysis tool which is used to inspect the quality of our source code, like any bugs or vulnerabilities in the existing code. We can able to find out and fix that issues. JFrog artifact repository. So we are having a number of packages generated during the build. We have to keep track of versions. So this JFrog help us to maintain the versions and the packages that are getting generated. We will see in the upcoming steps. DevOps approach. Here the developers 1, 2 and 3 were using a common tool, JIT, they are using locally in their systems to pull or push source code from their system to the remote GitHub online repository. So once the code changes are pushed to the GitHub, the Jenkins pipeline will take a fresh source code and it will have a stages of action. So the first stage will be the Sonar Cube. So in Sonar Cube, the source code will have a code quality checks. It means it the source code will be validated for any existing bugs or issues that will be notified by the developer after the scanning is completed. Once the quality check is passed, it moves to the build step. So in build step, we'll be having like tools Maven. So Maven will fetch the required dependencies and packages it as a var or a ER file. So once the build is completed, it will generate a ER file or a var file. So that we need to store it in a repository so that we can refer in future. So the JFrog repository, the generated artifact will be pushed and the same will get deployed to the web server. So once the application gets deployed and it's successfully running, a automated email notification will be triggered from the Jenkins pipeline to all the relevant teams. So everyone in the team is aware of what new version is getting deployed or what changes is active. Everything will be notified. Suppose if in case the application is getting crashed or something, we might able to roll back to the previous version. The previous version is available in the JFrog repository. Thanks.